But at the end of the day, it was more about the opportunity to have a normal work schedule and get home. And I mean, I stay a little bit involved in the game. I do a radio show, pre and post game for the Titans and things like that. But I know coaching is back. It's going to be my future again. It's just in my blood. I just love coaching. He's enjoying. He's 1-1. Got his first win last week, and we bounced ideas back and forth. He helped me out when I was a head coach. Bounced ideas off of him. Had him watch film for me, asking what I saw and things of that nature. So I'm proud of him. I'm happy for him. And he's got an uphill battle. He's building a program back up from where it used to be, and he's doing a good job. I won't get opportunity to watch him this week because of the Hall of Fame banquet is actually about the same time as his game is going on, but I am going to have an opportunity to go speak to his kids. I haven't spoken to my alma mater. I graduated 21 years ago, and I don't think I've spoken to them kids since maybe Andre's high school. He graduated in 1997. He graduated high school in 97. So it's been a long time since I've been back there, been able to speak to kids and just relay the message. Man, I've made it through here, and I worked hard and things like that. So I'm excited about that, but I'm also excited. My nephew, Kevin Dyson, plays for Northridge High School, and they played this Thursday evening, and so I get an opportunity to watch him play. And I hadn't had an opportunity to watch him play since he was elementary age, probably 7, 8 years old. So I'm excited. This trip has been a blessing in a lot of different ways. Honestly, I get to see my family. I get to watch a couple of my nephews and my niece play their sports respectfully, and so it's been fun. It's been a blessing. I mean, I'm happy, and then of course this whole Hall of Fame thing is there, and it's just an incredible weekend. The one that comes to mind is the Freedom Bowl, 1994, that capped off the 10-2 season, a top 10 ranking, first time in school history at that time, and be able to catch the game winner as a freshman, little skinny kid, and actually me be the one to catch the game winner, and you know, from that point on, I seem to have big catches for game winners. I had one against Air Force and another game here and there. So anyway, but that one definitely stands out as one of the most memorable moments I had. And it was funny, a few years ago, I was moving and I saw some videos and I kind of popped that in there and I watched it, and man, this old feelings came back. Of course, I look like a little kid, and I'm a grown man now with gray hairs, but man, it's funny how time flies. But I would say that's one of my most memorable, and a close second would be my freshman year. Actually, I redshirted when we went down to BYU and won that game 34-31. I didn't even play it down, but I just remember the atmosphere. It was really my first time being at a BYU game with 60-some thousand people, and you know, I've played in crowds like that now, but that was the first time I had been in front of a crowd of that size, and to hear the hush of that crowd when we won that game and everything. And so that's a close second, but definitely the Freedom Bowl 1994 would be my most fondest memory. It's global. It's not just one story. He was just notorious with his motivational speeches, and you tried not to laugh sometimes because you knew where he was trying to go with it, but he would say some things you just like, what the heck was he talking about, man? And so, I mean, some of them probably inappropriate for me to talk about because he wasn't most, you know, I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. He was going to say what he had to say. Maybe it wasn't going to be so.
It wasn't PC.
Yeah, it wasn't PC. You know, it wasn't even PG-13. It was rated R at the time. So but there was plenty of them, man. I think about some of our Friday night speeches, some of our like Monday or Tuesday morning speeches before we went to practice and our afternoons, whatever, and just some of the things that we literally hope we didn't look at the winner, and they're just trying to hold it in, holding our laughs in. Those are some of my fondest memories, man. But I owe a lot to that man. He gave me an opportunity. He gave a little skinny kid from Clearfield opportunity. Between him and Fred Graves, a lot. I mean, I'm fortunate to be able to be doing some of the things I've done. I've played in the NFL and afforded a lifestyle that I'm afforded now because of those two men gave me an opportunity and convinced me to come to the University of Utah. Close is all relative. I think we all communicate and stay together a little bit. I mean, social media makes it a little easier. I talk to everybody probably, you know, a few times a year, you know, especially around this time. Everybody, like, you come to the game, you come to California for this game and things like that. So, you know, I talked to Juan Johnson, Clarence Loss, and Ernest Boyd, Edwin Garrett, a few guys, Tommy Truey, Jason Hooks. We talk not frequently, but you know, from time to time, reach out, man, see how each other's doing and things like that. They probably talk to each other more than I do because they're all here on the West Coast. I'm in the South. I'm over kind of the lone guy over there by myself. So, But yeah, I would like to do better with that. Honestly, I'd like to get better with staying in contact with people. I'm bad with that, and
Yeah.
you would think social media would make it a whole lot easier for me. And I've been a knucklehead with it, man. I honestly need to get better with that. And I've said it before in the interview, like me and Andre Miller kind of went to college together, kind of grew up together, got drafted the same year. We played, and like, I came to Cleveland and played, and he said, "What's up?" And then I'm ashamed of myself that I didn't stay in contact with him over the years, you know. So, you know, it's gonna be good to touch base with him over this weekend. And one of my best memories I had playing in the hyper with him was we were on the same team playing pickup, and I threw the ball up there to the rim just to put up there. Maybe he lay it up, and he threw it down. I didn't know he can jump. Now everybody knew I could jump. Everybody knew I jump out the gym, and that was kind of my thing. And I threw it up there. He threw it down. I was like, what? And everybody that shut it down. But I really enjoyed playing with him. He actually, it was funny, he made me a better basketball player. I don't, you know, because his style of play. So when I had to guard him, he made me better. And I was like, man, this kid, he has something. He was a physical player. I mean, he needed to be playing football. He was more physical than I was, and I played football. So, yeah, we had fun, man. I had fun with him.